Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Today we are going to look at variations. All right, we are going to look at how to analyze listings with variation, how we can make money on those listings, more low-keys opportunities where people do not really talk about, but things that I've done in the past that work sometimes that do not work. And so we are going to look at it on a basic level. And we're going to look at it on, I'm going to give you some more advanced tips on how to make money on listings with variation. All right. So before we start, we have a Discord server. This video was requested by a member of the Discord. All right, all the head. Shout out to you, my man. OG member of the Discord, OG member of the channel. I think this guy subscribed to me like on the first 3 days when I just started releasing videos. So shout out to you, my man. We are going to dive into the video. I'm going to show you, but join the Discord as well, by the way. This is what I wanted to say. First link in the description. If you want to meet people selling on Amazon, if you want to make new friends, people that are selling on Amazon, if you have any questions about selling on Amazon, join the Discord. Like, to be honest, this is the place where I spend the most of my time every single day. I don't spend most of my time sourcing or working on Amazon. I do not spend most of my time working on YouTube. I spend most of my time answering people's questions for free. All right, it's totally free. I spend most of my time answering your questions for free on the Discord. So if you want to join, because it's still manageable, all right? I spend a lot of time, it's still manageable. So if you want to take advantage of that, join now and, start getting engaged on the Discord, because right now I can still do it, but as the channel grows, I may not be able to do it for, a long time. But right now I'm able to answer every single questions that come on the Discord, even if it's super time consuming. I still do it, and I'll do it for as long as I can. So join the Discord, take advantage of this now, and let's dive into the video. So we are going to look at this listing. All right, we're going to look at another listing as well, but we're going to look at multiple listings. But this listing was one listing that was sent to me on Discord, actually by a member from Germany. So shout out to you. And he wanted me to, because there was a sale on Nike, and he wanted me to look at this colorway, at this product. And I told him, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told him. So what I told him is to be careful, because this variation did not have, this colorway, I may say, did not have any reviews for any size, right? No, it has. So no, it sold a little bit, but it was, and the price thing, you will see that the price do not, it does not sell at the same price as the other colorways. But I told him to be careful, because you can see that if you're on the variation tab, you have the ratings right there. You can sort by ratings, and you can see basically which product has the more ratings, right? And it makes sense. There's a direct correlation in between the number of ratings a product has and the number of sale a variation has. I said product, but like the number of ratings, the correlation is between the number of ratings of a variation and the number of sales a product gets every single month, right? So the more reviews a variation has, the more it is selling, more than likely, right? There's a few exceptions, and we're going to look at that, and I'm going to give them to you, because if this is just what you use, you're going to make some mistakes, right? So you have to have an understanding of that on a deeper level, and we're going to get into that. So if we look at this, all right, we can see that this colorway, like the bread and its mids, I should say that if you like Jordans, if you wanna flex with outfit and stuff, do not get the mids. The mids suck. Get the Jordan 1 high, all right? Do not get the mids. They trash. Do not spend $400 on freaking mids, all right? Get you some highs. Even if it's a basic colorway, it's always a good investment, all right? So what I do usually is I sort by ratings, right? So I can see that usually like the size 10, like the size, it's the money size, it's always the money size, between 9 and 11. Those size sells super fast, especially for this listing, for this product. And what you can see as well is, this is the product that sells the most, all right? So the thing is this: if you just look at this level, you're going to make some mistakes, because I'm going to show you an example. For example, you will see that, let's find a quick example. So this product has 5% of the reviews, right? The white pollen right ones, all right? You will notice that the number of reviews has not increased a lot in a long time, so you probably cannot sell this at $225, and like people do not buy it. Maybe it's too expensive. Let's look at it right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive into it. Because you would think that this sells a lot and you can sell this at this price, right? But I think the price is too high, and this is why, the number of reviews is high, but it's probably because of sales that happened in the past, right? Right now, yeah, because, maybe it sold when it was at $200, close to that, but it does not look like it's selling right now at 225. The number of reviews has not been increasing lately, and this is why I'm telling you, do not only look at the number of reviews, also look at if they have been increasing in the past 3 months, right? If the number of reviews has not been increasing in the past 3 months for a specific product, it probably means that even if it's pretty high, the number of reviews is pretty high, when it comes to, as a percentage of the number of reviews on a specific listing for that variation. Even if it's high, maybe it has not been selling a lot lately, right? So as I said, it is selling right now at 225. I guess you cannot sell it. I think you cannot sell it at that price. Probably it's sold closer to $200, and you would see that this colorway, as I said, if we look at the average price on this, most of the listings selling a lot are under $200, right? Especially like if you want one that is selling a lot right now, it is selling at 145, right? So, and you can see this is why even if you look at this one, 171, the number of reviews keeps increasing all the time. So same thing here, same thing. This is what you want to see, right? If you see something like that, it's probably it's probably not selling. Same thing right there. Let's look at other ones. If it's pretty flat like that, those are selling probably. Yeah, those are. And this one, like for example, here's another great example. This one only has 1% of the reviews, but lately the reviews have been increasing. Like they went from 0 to 2, like super fast, right? So it's probably selling way more than 1% of the time on this listing. So if you can find those on 10.5, you can sell it for this price. You can probably sell it and sell it faster than what it, like this is why you need to look at data. Just do not just look at numbers, look at everything, and it would make sense. This one is probably selling way faster than the one we saw. Where was it? Than this one, SAS 10 5%, which is not moving at all, right? Because in the last few days, the number of reviews has increased way more than the other one. And this is another way to look at the velocity. Do not just look at the variation, like how much, like what percentage of the reviews a listing has. Always look at if it's been increasing lately, right? Lastly, I want to talk to you about a great opportunity. You can find great opportunities on listing with variation as well. So keep in mind what I just said, but what you can do as well is look at the variation who do not have reviews. So for example, let's look at this one, right? So this one does not have any reviews because I guess it has started selling not too long ago, right? So one thing you can do is look at the offers and see if the guys on these variations are actually selling, right? So let it load a little bit, and it looks like this guy has been selling. So you always need to be careful with FBM listings, with FBM offers, but it looks like this guy has been selling. This guy has been selling a little as well. But let's look at the FBA. I'm not too sure, but usually on listings like that, even if there's 0% of the like if there's no reviews, if you go to the bottom and there's no reviews, even if there's no reviews, if it's a size that makes sense, like this one size 10, and you see that size 10 usually sells a lot on this listing, you could potentially jump on certain colorway and start, selling this colorway. So I'm not sure this one's actually selling. You need to dive deeper and look at the number of, look at the offers, see if people are actually selling. You can also look at, let's look at this. The other thing you could do is look at, so we're on the listing, right? Look at who has the buy box. So Kickstarter 333, and see if it's still here. If it's not, he's still here, and it looks like he hasn't been. Maybe he set to maximum. Maybe he set his stock to the maximum, but by looking at that, you can pretty much know if a variation has just started selling, and if it has just started selling, probably you can jump on it and make money. Another great opportunity is, if sometimes some colorway are not, do not have reviews because nobody is selling them, right? And I had that on a Crocs listing, I believe, where some colorways in some size were selling a lot, and nobody was selling some colorways. So what I did is I jumped onto the listing with that colorway that nobody was selling, and because nobody was selling it, it was 0% of the reviews, right? And it sold super fast, right? Because the listing himself, and you know Crocs, they sell super fast. The listing himself had a lot of traffic, and since the listing has a lot of traffic, if you can get a colorway in a size that sells a lot, right? You can sell it at the same price as the other one, and you know, it makes sense. It looks like it makes sense. You can jump on it with a new colorway that nobody is selling, and you can have a ton of sale and no competition, right? So that's a little bit more advanced. Maybe if you start, just stick to you know, just stick to trying to sell those variations that sells a lot. So for example, right there, this one, the size 10. So if you can get it profitably, if you can sell it profitably, if 145 makes sense, you can find it profitably. Stick to this one. Stick to the one that you see are increasing fast. So if you can get this for 199, and you know what, maybe we should look at what we can get some mids. And I don't know if you can find them profitably. But if you could find this one for under $128, it would actually make sense, you know, because it sells super fast, and looks like we can probably, I don't know if you can, if it's a good idea to do it from Flight Club, but like from Nike, you can get them for 125, and we can sell them right there. So, you know, a free lead for you, probably if you send it to your prep center, do not pay tax, especially if you have a 20% coupon on Nike, jump onto it. So I could probably send this to my prep center for 127.50. That would be my cost. So wait, it's not the right one. 120. I can probably get this one for 127.50 on my prem center. So you go. If you watch until the end, free leads. It's only 26%, but like you can make a little money on that. Maybe not. I don't know. Because it's probably so. Yeah, there's a little price hike lately, but you can, like, if you want to make 16% return on investment, you want to make $20, I guess you can jump on this listing. Yeah, you can probably get your price down with cashback, with and yeah, cashback is going to play a big role. You know what, let's not be lazy, let's look at it. If you get a pulse code for 20%, or if you get some gift card, you can probably make this work, and it's a better way to actually jump on listing where it's less sure, right? So you would get this for 125. How much cashback? There's 8% cashback, but the cashback often get, like, they say that they can, I do not source that much on Nike, but they say that they can cancel the cashback, right? I don't know if there's any gift cards, and yeah, I can probably use a 2% gift card. So I would get this at 114 at my prep center, and no, 115 actually, because I pay $1 more for shoes. So let's look at this. We get this for 115 with cashback and stuff, and it's 29%. So if we sell it at 184.94, it sells below that, it sells above that as well. The price fluctuates a lot, but you can make money on that listing, and this is one of the fastest selling. Yeah, it sells decently fast, you know. So if you want to free leads, no, it would be better if you get a coupon on Nike. You sometimes have coupons you can get. Even if you can get a gift card, like even if it's 3%, you'd get it at 110, so you build your moat, you know, around that. But this is how you would sell 110. Here you go. I'm sorry. So this is how you look at listings with variation. All right, I hope this was helpful. If it is, let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe, do all that stuff, join the Discord, blah 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 blah. I'll see you tomorrow. And you release a new video. Watch this video on the screen, by the way. I'll see you tomorrow.